and see Dad's...
Nobody's watching us.
Oh, yeah, this is already off the rails. Love it. Yeah, that's from Major League Baseball.
Yeah, you can come over and...
Yeah, you come on over to the Tiger Cage. You can go out back and check out the chicken run Dad made with some chicken wire, obviously, and a door.
It is $15 to enter.
That's right.
Yes. And if you prefer to get on the Kevin's little golf cart and go through the backyard, that's
it's
like
$20.
Let's go.
Wonder if Mom finally ordered that Les Paul for us.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th, I was intoxicated. I drank all of those days. Go!
Guys, welcome in another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, sitting up here live in the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. Just go to our channel, Tiger Cage Media. Make sure you subscribe and, of course, ring that little bell for notifications.
Ding, ding, ding.
That way you know whenever we're coming on live. Because sometimes it's 10 minutes early, sometimes it's 10 minutes late. You never know. We are normal people. We are not AI. We don't
our
start.
Own bosses,
we're not a computer company. We don't start on schedule every single time.
We're damn sure not computer generated.
No, absolutely. But we are out here for your...
We don't have that kind of a hard drive or a memory anymore.
Exactly. But we are out here for your auditory pleasure, and we do this every Thursday right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This one is episode 192, and it is for March the 27th, the year of our Lord 20 and 25. We're just going to rap with you guys for a little bit. No big games or anything planned today. Just going to hang out with the boys, drink a couple beers, and talk some shit. So thanks for joining us. And for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 that aren't, so tell your friends, okay? They can check us out every Monday wherever they get their podcast drip. TigerCageMedia.com. Buy the t-shirts, buy the paintings. Let's do it. All right, so that takes care of all the legal stuff. How you boys doing? Doing all right today?
Doing
a little
good,
warm.
bro.
Getting a little warm.
Doing
Still a little
really
windy,
good.
so you got some breeze out there. But
Yep, that's true. I mean, as it has warmed up, the breeze has calmed down somewhat from 8 days ago or so.
It's thrilling podcasting when you start off talking about the weather.
I know, because it was there was 24 and 30 degree
we had some
gusts
stints there
for a couple days, like last week. And
I had to take the damn umbrellas down at work, I tell you that.
I the one morning when it started to sprinkle and the winds just started kicking up that day, and I was doing traffic, I opened my golf umbrella and it went
the opposite way.
Yeah. And
now it's a rain catcher.
I threw it in there next to the compactor.
Now it's a rain catcher. Very good. Awesome.
You didn't have any type of a raincoat.
Well, I have one at home. I didn't bring it. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. And basically it just, the gusts were crazy, sporadic, and the rain would be like a little drizzle, and then I could see it in the car headlamps. A little more drizzle, and then stop. So it was like, and all I had was on like a golf shirt and a t-shirt, and I'm like, not getting what?
It's like he goes and knocks over to a girl, like this lady in the minivan. He's like, "You're gonna need to pull over. You're gonna need to turn around. You can't do it. It's not the road's closed. You're gonna have to." It's like
tree down.
And then it's like,
talking about high winds. I watch that. I'll put that channel on sometimes. It's on YouTube. I don't know what fucking channel it is, but it seems like every time I scroll past it, because like when you open up the YouTube TV, it's got the normal channels that you go to. So it's suggested for you, and that's usually where you go. And if hockey's on, it knows to put that at the front for me. Doesn't matter what team's playing, all that good stuff. But, you got to go over to that live every once in a while and just do a quick scroll down, because that's how I found the Zen channel, which I was like, oh, there's a whole fucking channel of Zen. I like that. And then the other, when I'm drunk and I'm like getting into bed and I just want to put something on to fall asleep to, and it's nothing that I want to miss, there's this channel that always has like most funniest moments. And then like each episode is like a different topic, but there's several of them because they have so much footage, and it's all just user submitted. It's like America's Funniest Home Videos back in the day, but now that the internet exists, they can just kind of go on YouTube, because if I post a video on YouTube, it kind of becomes YouTube's content as well, and then they can just literally submit it off to funny shit. And so it's the same concept, but this one was about weather, and it was getting real windy, and there was a ring doorbell cam or whatever, like in this guy's backyard, and he had one of those umbrellas in the table, but the table was glass, and you could see like the flat on the grill was starting to rumble, and like it was getting fucking windy. And you hear a voice, and woman's like, "Get out there and get that umbrella down." He's like, yeah, I'll get out there right in a minute, you know, blah, blah, blah. And the thing starts going, and then this thing just literally starts tilting. I was like, oh, God. And it, for a second, it starts lifting straight out of the hole. And you're like, oh, perfect. It's going to go straight out of this hole and then just fly away. And then the dude loses his umbrella. And it stops about a quarter of the way left, and it just starts leaning. That fucking glass shatters like candy, dude. And it was just so satisfying to watch because you knew it was going to happen. And you're just like, oh, motherfucker, he's going to try to get out there in time, and didn't even see the guy run out onto the back deck. So he was obviously 2,000 and late for that. But it was just so satisfying to see that tempered glass, you know, for outdoors. It breaks in almost like little marbles, like little marble pieces, like even pieces, and it falls just like. And it's beautiful, and it's so satisfying.
You know, I mean, I don't know how long we've had that glass. I know at least 10, maybe 15, maybe a little longer than that, 20 or so years. But basically, it was to keep people from getting cut with shards of glass, so they just started tempering everything so it would break into small. So then
it's so satisfying, man.
You wouldn't kill yourself.
There's tons of that shit on YouTube, man. You could just like. Just for like,
I watched a video recently, and it pops up every once in a while. These guys, they're at a golf range, and they have the mats, just those.
I wonder how that algorithm found you.
This turf, right? Just the turf.
Here's the male that never fails. It makes him want to wag a tail, and when it comes, I want to wail. Baby. Damn, almost missed that one. He snuck in between Mom's car and your truck.
He got quick. He got quick. But yeah, anyways, so they're at this range, and you just see gusts of wind coming in, and then you see this guy tries to set up, and one of those mats pops up and hits one of these golfers, this old man, and throws him.
Okay.
I don't know why it's funnier that he's old, but
throws him 40 yards. He literally you see him trying to catch his balance because the wind is so crazy, and then just one of those little blocks of tarp flew off and hit him, and he goes flying like a kite. I'll show you it on breaking.
Dude,
it is. I laugh every damn time.
It's something to be said. Like, I mean, I have my.
He's trying to
trying to manage the situation, and it's like Mother Nature.
We had some wins at school like that last year, and I forget what the parents were coming for, or maybe they might have been leaving from something in the morning. But a lady was walking toward the gymnasium doors when we were having some of those gusty mornings, and we have these big rubber mats from the front of there's a set there and there's a set there, you know, and then so whatever she must have went into a left-hand door, and the wind just caught that mat on the right-hand side and just
fuck you, Brenda. Fuck you, Brenda.
On her back. And John Christian's like, shit.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how fast he got it on his camera, but he probably was like, are you okay? I think he saw it.
You know what? I want to know.
Because he didn't videotape it. He got it off the CCTV.
Yeah.
And downloaded it on his phone, which is kind of
invasive, but you know, if he's the only one watching it.
You get a nice 40, 45 coming up. Mats be flying around here, you know. There's nobody safe. There's no one safe.
She had no chance. The mat, the width of that mat was about 6 inches higher, and she was just like.
I just love, I love videos of that kind of shit.
You down?
It's
what the hell was that?
There's nothing funnier, and it's unfortunate, but
no, Martha. I don't think I'll meet you at the gym. I'm not going to the gym.
I'm going home for the day.
Yeah, it's a wash on the day. No, there's nothing funnier than videos of people like eating shit. Like there's just it's something.
As long as they're not hurt, you know.
Yeah, like as long as
she wasn't really.
My favorite, like I will look up on
Until
YouTube.
Hit the internet.
I will look up on YouTube. On YouTube, I will literally go in and search little kids getting hit in the face with balls. Now I know that sounds bad, and I'm sure the FBI, my FBI agent,
or
just
baseballs, or
my FBI agent just palms
balls.
his fucking face when I type that in. But what I'm looking for is those like big orange or blue or green like bouncy balls that are in the cages at Walmart, and it's always an older sibling by about 2 years kicking that shit, and it just hits that toddler who's like just gotten his grasp on how to walk. Like that's a new thing, like
Sounds like
walking
Clay
in
Davis.
general. And then they
Travis,
just get,
I
and it
mean-
makes that fucking sound. It goes, ping, and it fucking, and their head just flips back immediately. Like it's already on a toothpick, and they just fucking fall, like hands up,
I wish
fall
I could
backwards.
do Buck Sexton's voice.
I will
'cause
watch
he sounds
it.
like Clay Travis.
I will watch those fucking videos
Except for
all
fucking-
day long. All day long. I'll watch those videos. I'll go to the next one, the next one, the
Well,
next
to
one.
your point, Clay.
So if you're throwing a little kid's birthday party, 3
And there's
going to
be some bouncy balls around, or even
watch out
soccer
for,
balls.
Watch
or
out for
anything.
Remy, because here comes Remy. Just
Do
like,
not
oh,
invite the real
you just-
competitive 8-year-old kid.
You go over to these parties.
It's just
you're
going to
like,
hurt him.
Huh. All right. Is it happening yet? Is it?
You know what I
happening
need
yet?
to do? I need to do some more stuff outside, just yard work, like things in general, because I have the backyard cam. And the only cool thing I've ever caught on that was the cop trying to fucking check out my house when Benny knocked the alarm or the door sensor off, and I didn't shut the alarm off because I was passed out drunk from the night before, and it was like 8 a.m. on a Saturday or Sunday, so good luck. And he's surveying the outside of the house and trying to knock on doors. That's all I got. So I'm like hoping for like maybe I should go out and do some stuff with some chainsaws or some hammers or
He's like
just
Macaulay,
anything.
whatever. What's those flashlights?
Marvin. Yeah.
No, it was just like in Home Alone when the cops check on the house and they're like,
know.
no,
You're like,
no
so
one's here. No one's here.
What'd you put for a trap over the front door in case they broke through?
I broke up some micro machines and put them in front of the window in case they tried to climb through the window. I put them on the floor.
What was the movie you was watching?
Legos in front of the door.
So
right?
that they wouldn't really get hurt, but there'd be like a zany slip and fall, for the.
You had
You broke
You
in.
had the VHS going.
It ain't my fault you cracked your skull.
Who is it?
Who?
I could smell you on the doorstep.
No, I had
Getting off, or I could smell you getting off the elevator.
I had a clip of my roommate just yelling obscenities, just racial slurs, and and that I was hoping that would ward off any unwelcome visitors, but
It's just Brewski. That's
yeah, I need to do
probably-
some more dangerous shit in the backyard
That
because
dirty
that
rat
camera's
stuff
always
just doesn't
rolling.
get it.
Oh,
Hey,
dude,
you dirty
could
rat.
use-
Hey, you killed my brother, you dirty rat.
I'm like, that's 1950 something. Why would he? Well,
Who was that?
I don't know, but
You killed my
it
brother.
was so old for the
You
for
dirty
the
rat.
the
They
time
do
of
they
the-
do it in Ninja Turtles 1, in the movie Ninja Turtles 1,
I know one like that.
and they he goes, "Oh, just like so and so," and he references that you
Oh,
killed my
really?
brother, you dirty rat. But I can't remember the name. It escapes me. Well, you know what else escapes me?
Yes,
This show.
beer through your stomach,
Hey.
through your liver.
You don't buy it.
You rent it.
That's right, guys.
And this is brought to you by the Red Barn,
Oh, you want to run
the
it?
Red House,
which is next
You wanna run
door
it? Yeah.
and about to get
Well, the
sued
Red
by-
Barn is
It
the
has been a
carry
while.
out next to the Red House.
It has been a while, so we do need to pay some homage to our sponsor, the Red House.
At the Red House, where black people and white people buy furniture.
And now, please welcome the grand opening of the Red Barn, which is the package store located just.
It's a Rocco.
Here's what I'm just saying. I'm not a drinker. I can honestly say I never had a beer in my life.
Bullshit. Guys, go get yourself a cold one. Pour yourself a new one. Do whatever you got to do. Take a piss. Come right back with us for segment 2. We got some celebrity birthdays. Dad is still on the lead. And we got a lot more show. We're just going to have some fun. That was the first segment, It's the off the rails segment. We should just start calling it the off the rails segment. It's like, how are you? How are you? Hello.
Boarding passes. Please present them. We're going to go off the rails.
Take your
today.
shoes off. No pun intended, but take your shoes off. Run those
gonna
through
be a
the
bumpy one.
Yeah, if you have any laptops in their cases, please remove them.
Yes.
And please keep
Bottled
all
water.
your-
Bring that out of your luggage, please. Do
Please,
not fly
yeah.
with that bottled
Absolutely
water
not.
in your
Nothing
luggage.
over 3 ounces. And we'll be right back, guys. It's the Call Us Breeze. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye bye.
Metal detectors.
Can't get flagged on YouTube for that shit. Can't get flagged on YouTube for that shit. Hey guys, welcome back in. It's It Calls the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra sitting up here live in the Tiger Cage every Thursday right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is episode 192, and this one is for March the 27th, the year of our Lord 20 and 25. Just chilling out here every Thursday. Just go to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube. That's our channel. Subscribe and ring that little bell for notification.
Ding, 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 ding,
and of course,
ding.
you can catch us every Monday where we get your podcast drip. We have celebrity birthdays up here for you. Dad is still doing pretty damn good. He's 8 points ahead on Ryan, just kind of holding steady right there. And we got some good celebrity birthdays tonight, and then we have 2 bad ones. So we'll see if we can work through it together, okay? Because I'll give you guys context clues.
Start with the
you
bad
guys are going to
ones.
guess the age, and if you guess the closest, you get a point. If you guys are equidistant from the age, you guys each get a point. You split it. And then, of course, if you're right on the head, you get that double bubble, and we ring that little bell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
And then what you need to do is start with the hardest ones first. That way, if we
Well, they're already written. They're already written.
Well, just go in reverse order.
Unless you can. Unless
the,
you
Oh,
can
on the
the
change
photos
that.
go in order. So here we go, guys. It's celebrity birthdays. Let's do it. Let's rip it.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There's no birthday party for you here.
That is right. These ones for March the 27th, the year of our 20 and 25. Like we said, it's time for celebrity birthdays. Dad is going to go up first. He has 527, and Ryan has 519. He is 8 points ahead. We'll see what he can do today.
And the reason I said you should go from the worst to the first was because if we didn't get the first 2, then we started getting them right, we would feel better about ourselves
Yeah,
after the game was
probably.
over.
Well, you know, the game is what the game is, Mike. Here we go. First birthday we have up for you when it is your turn. Some people call her the Queen of Christmas. I know I do. Still looking good. She's on that
She's gotta be
American
about
Idol
50.
or The Voice or some shit. But it's just like honey when you're listening to some Mariah Carey.
Well, I tell you what, she hit a stride there for a while, and her voice is absolutely
In the 90s,
perfect.
she was huge. Okay, so Dad's up first on Mariah Carey.
Let's see, 52.
52.
She's probably 55.
56 was going to be my first number.
Well, that would have been a double bubble because she is 56 today, so Ryan gets the point.
And then I thought, nah, she can't be that old.
All right, Ryan's up next on this another singer in pop. She was the suspect only white chick in a group of black male rappers, and she was kind of the singer, but then she kind of broke off and just kind of did her thing. She embarrassed herself on the national anthem one time. And
Oh,
that
you're talking
kind
about
of
the girl from the Black Eyed
that kind of
Peas?
fucked it all up for her, but she's still around. She's still relevant. Very happy birthday goes out to Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas. Ryan's up first on Fergie. Not Ferg's downtown St. Pete.
Fergalicious.
Not Mark Ferguson.
She's probably like 46.
Black Eyed Peas been around a while, right?
Since the 90s, man.
I know,
Maybe
like
late 80s.
47, I'll say.
All right, he's going to go $1, Bob, and he's going to get it because she is 50 today. Fergie. All right, this next guy. Lord Jesus. Amazing director. Controversial, I guess you could call him. Weird looking. Weird name, but
Quentin Tarantino.
But Pulp Fiction, I mean, my favorites are like Inglourious Bastards and Django Unchained. I think like there were so many movies before those two, but I think that's where he really fucking hit his stride and just really showed us what he's made of. And there's some shit in Inglourious Bastards that is hard to watch, but this guy doesn't shy away from that. Very happy birthday goes out to Ryan. Got it, Mr. Quentin Tarantino.
67.
67.
That's a good guess. Yeah, he's probably 69, dudes.
Oh, sorry. Where's the damn...
69, dudes!
He is not 69. I just have to press that button. But Dad gets the point because he is 62 today. Quentin Tarantino, thank you for all your work. Remember when he said he was just going to like quit?
Tin Tarantino.
Well, what's Jerry eating? Jerry's eating rice. Sure, he's
I'm
a quitter.
Quentin
And quitter's in his name.
I'm quitting Tarantino.
Quittin's in his name. Sorry, son of a bitch.
That's hilarious. Oh, boy. But yeah, when he said he was like
There's no
quitting, he was
quitting.
just going to write fucking books, and you're just like, no. And it doesn't seem like he's done that. So thankful for that. And yeah, and I loved his acting performance in From Dusk Till Dawn. Okay, here we go. 4th birthday out of 5. It is Ryan's up again. This is where they get tough. Okay, this guy, he's kind of one of those guys that you when you see him, you'll know. But until you see him, you don't. Only thing I can help you with is he's kind of in the Marvel universe.
Well, that's helpful, Randy.
He's kind of in the Marvel universe a little bit. He's been on some like serious. He's been on some serious acting roles. Just a white male with fucking brown blackish hair. One notable thing I will say is back in the day when Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place was on, where Ryan Reynolds got his start. This guy played the girl's boyfriend for several seasons. So a very happy birthday goes out to Nathan Fillion. Ryan's looking up to try
Did you
to find
say
a
it was
photo.
blonde haired?
No.
Did he coach with Jerry Van Dyke and
Nathan Fillion.
Well, if he was around when Ryan Reynolds was around, and he was like, I would say he's probably like 41.
41.
Ooh, I'll go 45.
45, closer. He is 54 today. Nathan Fillion. Ryan, you're allowed to look now if you'd like.
So I was trying to go for the double.
Kind of has like a Bateman look.
Yeah, got the Bateman look, but you recognize he's looking a little older in that photo. All right,
You got
last
Bateman on
and
there?
final birthday.
Bateman
up
or
for ya.
Batman?
We have another very hard one, but you guys probably both know him in the movie.
I don't.
You guys probably both know him from the movie Christmas with the Cranks with Tim Allen and
Addams Family.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd, Tim Allen, who played Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep.
Remember the Christmas movie where Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis don't want to celebrate Christmas and all the neighbors are like giving them a hard time about it?
I bet I didn't watch 30 minutes of the whole thing.
But
I know the movie.
I'll see your 30 minutes and I'll raise you 20 for 20.
this is another one of those actors, and this man is older these days, but one of those actors that until you see him, you're like, oh shit, that guy, because he's been in so many different things, small little roles. In Christmas with the Cranks, he's the old man who you think might be Santa, and he's selling umbrellas out during the rainstorm at the beginning of the movie, and then he just shows up to Blair's party and has like the canned ham that Jamie Lee Curtis so secretly coveted and couldn't pull off. And he's just like this sweet, weird little old man.
He's a Christmas miracle is what you're
Quittin Tostinos.
Quittin Tostinos.
saying. He's Mexican?
I think it is.
Very happy birthday goes out to an actor's actor, a very established man, and getting up there in years, but Austin Pendleton.
God, I'm not sure who that is.
Who's up first?
I'd have to know what other movie.
Am I or his dad?
He's been acting since I would say probably the 70s.
Yeah, it's probably me. So that tells me the guy's got to be like in his 80s, like
83.
Yeah.
That's good. I'll say he's probably like 84, Bob.
83, 84. Ryan gets the point. He is 85 today. Happy birthday, Austin.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
Yeah, those were tough. That was a tough round. I apologize, but you know, I don't decide who gets fucking born on today.
Hey, it was match play and I'm 1 up. So
Yep.
That's all.
Oh, were you? I'll review that later tomorrow night when I review the podcast. Just hanging out here, guys.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna start hitting golf.
It's good karma.
So keeping track.
I did something good yesterday with my local convenience store, Sam's, next to my house. And the reason I did this was because, you know, you don't shit where you eat and you want to be honest and good karma, you know. Not to mention, literally, Tuesday, went to Wendy's and my dog didn't hit me with the, that'll be $3 playa. By the way, if you guys are just joining us out there and you're not huge fans of the show and haven't been listening for 192 episodes, I have this friend at Wendy's and he hooks me up like dirty every time I go in there. And he's a great man. And the dude, what he does, and I won't say his name because I don't want to lose my privilege, but when he does see me, I'll order between $9 and $14, $15 worth of shit, depending on how hungry I am. And this motherfucker, every time he sees me and he knows my order, basically, he knows part of my order is always consistent. Double stack, ketchup and cheese only, and medium root beer. If he hears that, he's like, oh, all right, player, come on, pull up through, dog. And he always be like, that's $3. And I'm just like, how the fuck did you make that $3? So he's awesome. But then he hands me the receipt. Here's the transaction. Hands me the receipt, and he goes, make sure you get someone to fill out that survey for me. Tell me how good I did for you today. So I know his name, so I'm always just like, literally like, after my meal, I'll go out and smoke a cigarette, and I'll literally already be on my phone.
But don't mention that he sold you a $4.75 sandwich for $3.
Leave in that review. And
leave that out.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll hit it like the double stack. You get a free double
God
stack.
damn, I just wrote the review, and now all of a sudden I'm not getting free sandwiches, and he's no longer at this location.
Hold up. You get a free double stack after the day after. Hold on. You get a free double stack the day after the Lightning score 4 or more or force a shutout.
Do you have to go on an app and do that
Nope, you just literally mention it at the window.
Oh, really?
But apparently it doesn't have to be the day after a win. Those dudes can hit that button anytime. So apparently that's what he does with my double stack.
Okay.
And then he kind of manipulates some shit and always charged me $3. I went on a Tuesday, dude. Premium chicken sandwich, double stack, and medium root beer. Should be $14-15. And he's just like, hey, what's going on, big dog? No, he goes and hands me the root beer.
Give me your EBT card.
He hands me the root beer, and he's just like, how are you? And he hands me the root beer. He's like, thanks for always coming in. And no discussion of price. And then finally, after the food, hands me the receipt with the survey, and he goes, it's on me today, big dog. Just make sure you go ahead and fill out that survey for me, okay? And I'm just like, oh my God. So, point is, I say all that to say, and I did do the survey, and I bragged on him. But
Kevin is.
I say all that to say,
Pretty sure that's inside the company's policy of getting reviews.
when I get treated like that out in the world, I feel like that's just good karma coming to pay me back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I went into Sam's, the convenience store next to my house, last night or yesterday. I was off. I went and bought a 24-pack. 24-pack about $22-23 with tax. I hand him $25. He gives me change for $40. Like, he's giving me like $17, and I'm kind of drunk already. I've had about 5-6 beers, and there's like 2 people behind me, and I'm just like,
isn't that too many
I'm like,
presidents?
I was like, this is too much, I think. And he's just like, what? I was like, he's like, you had me $40. I was like, did I? And I'm looking in the wallet, and I was like, no, I only brought 120 with me. I was like, no, I handed you a 20 and a 5. He goes, oh, you did? And then he goes back in the drawer, and he goes, all right, okay, give me back $15 and I'll give you change. And boom, I was honest. And he was like, so appreciative. And he was like, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so honest. Thank you. Thank you. And I was like, I'm here like every other fucking day. Like, I'm not gonna shit where I eat and rob the place that I need to be open to sustain my lifestyle. So I feel like that was me just kind of repaying that good karma a little bit back. So who knows? Maybe next time I go to Wendy's, they're just gonna hand me $5.
Is that how that works?
I think so.
That's multi-level marketing, I think.
So like I go back to the Wendy's tomorrow and they just literally like, thank you, and just hand me $5.
Which Wendy's?
I'm not saying, bro. I'm not fucking
I ain't giving up my fishing hole.
There's about 6.
I'm the only one that gets freebies out of that location. Well, yeah, Jeremy.
I will say
Who's
there
Jeremy?
are four
Remy.
different Wendy's that I frequent.
Yeah, okay. It's too late to try to confuse
You need
us
to get
now.
the app, bro. Start earning some rewards.
The
I don't
Wendy's
even know if you get
rewards.
too many
No,
rewards.
they do the reward. I don't do the whole rewards thing.
We'll stick
the only
a
thing I do
GPS thing up under his gas tank.
Dude, you be cleaning up
He's
the rewards,
at that
bro.
Wendy's.
with they're always just like,
We're
every time I
Jeremy's
pull up to these goddamn fast food restaurants nowadays, the first thing they ask you is, are you using a mobile app today? And you're just like, nope.
If you do, bro, you're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
But see, the only
Perfect
two
order.
Well, that's good, because I thought you were going to say, can I see your driver's license and registration?
If you guys can guess the only 2 companies that I'm signed up for their rewards and have the little whatever. 7-Eleven. All you need is a phone number. You punch it into the screen. Wawa. You got the little tag. And why? Can you guys guess why?
You have what?
Wawa and 7-Eleven rewards apps.
Because you need a new portal to trans.
Why is the only reason I would sign up for a reward app over something I desperately need every single day?
To get some free things, which you're
to get
paying
in with
for.
the cool crowd, I guess. I don't
To
know.
pay,
man.
you're getting
Cigarettes.
cigarettes.
So if I go to 7-Eleven, I ring up 2 packs of Marlboro Reds. They're about $20.92. If I type in that phone number, they're about $17.82. Same with Wawa. Same fucking thing.
Wow, cigarettes is that much a pack now?
Well, but they at least give you off like $2.70 off when you buy 2 packs at a time, and you have to have the fucking code. So that's why I have the code. I'm smart. I'm economical. If I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to kill myself for $2 cheaper.
It'd be less expensive to fix your backyard fence and grow 2 or 3 tobacco plants back there.
Can you just imagine me out there like fucking Benjamin Franklin, fucking rolling my own tobacco that I grew?
You start getting letters from him, handwritten,
and then
hello, Michael. I hope this letter finds you well.
And then Cubans.
What a sweltering day here in July.
It was pretty rough there for a moment.
If it would please you, sir, and I know I've probably
forgive the ink run. I'm sweating like a pig.
And I've only asked.
Fucked another one of my slaves last night.
Can we have screens on all 4 sides of the building?
Well, Brewski says hello, and he says that
Brewski sends his regards.
And by the way, there's a Cuban that wants to would like to go to work for you, but he wants to work in the shed with me. And
yes, hand
roll,
kill the bit.
Hand roll. Huh?
He just wants to hand roll
cigars.
Say, if you're going into the main town within the next month or 2, maybe you could pick me up some rolling papers. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm
and
set
rolling
to sail
leaves.
at 2
set to sail at
p.m.
We're going 40 knots. Or what do they say?
We believe it or
you
not, we have to go
Adam, and
all
I'm sure
the way down 22nd
I'm sure
Avenue,
he would not know.
get on the highway, and come back up east.
Adam doesn't care about things
There's
like
3
that.
different Adam Rays talking right now. Guys, they call us The Breeze. We're going to take a quick little break, halftime break. We'll be back for the rest of the show, so don't go anywhere. Episode 192. We'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye.
You cool cats.
We'll be like, Adam.
Right this way, Tiger Cage Media. Right this way, the Breeze. We
We're
have a
gonna
nice
usher
table for
we're
you
gonna
in the
usher
back.
you to your table. We're going to sit you down.
We're in the VIP area
Get you
with the
something
lamp
cold
and the
to drink.
and
How are the tables today?
Tables are great. They're always great. Not a bad seat in the house.
Buy yourself something, doll.
Yeah.
We just all start.
Hey, buy yourself something, doll.
yeah.
Guys, they call us a
Could
breeze.
you imagine Las Vegas in 1958
Shit me.
with Dean Martin and Sinatra and all those guys running around?
Well, it's They Call Us a Breeze. We are out here, guys. Episode 192. This one for March the 27th, the year of our Lord 20 and 25. And we're just out here chilling. Did a little bit of talking about some good karma. Did a little celebrity birthdays. Did all sorts of shit today. But we're in the back half of the episode, which means we're going to dig deep. We're going to get a little deeper. We're going to talk about some things. I'm speaking of dig deep. I'm not entirely convinced them astronauts came home, man. I've been seeing a lot of stuff online about that shit. I'm saying the lady's hair was gray in the spaceship, and then it's not gray when they take her photo shoot, and she's got apparently a life jacket on. And they got these AI videos of dolphins swimming up to them when they land in the water and giving them a big old welcome home ceremony.
That happens all the time when you're out in the boat.
I'm just not entirely sure. I think it was kind of one of those moves. They were like, look, Elon's gonna get them down. Everything's gonna be good. It's gonna be great for PR.
They're down. They're just not gonna be. They can't even go back to their families for a few days.
Well, they can't do a lot for a few days, man.
Exactly.
For months. Months.
Yeah, they're here.
Think about it like this.
They're not gonna get. They're not gonna be on the.
I don't believe it.
Jimmy Kimmel show or the what's you guys' our favorite
Fallon
Jimmy Fallon show.
It's not our favorite, by the way, Mike. It's the only one we watch clips from. But me and Ryan never watch the show, so don't go saying it's our favorite.
I know.
Oh
yeah. I don't. I stopped watching after Letterman retired, man.
But you guys are the ones that turned us on to Fallon.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got his clips, but we don't. We're not like. See, okay, I used to watch Letterman almost religiously, right? It was something you would look forward to. You would make sure
that's probably
if I'm home, I'm going to put on Letterman, and
that's
it's
probably because Uncle Bill ingrained it into your mind.
Not Uncle Bill. No. I don't know how. It's just you only had 2-3 options back then.
One day
and
you discover him that he's really good.
Yeah, and I hated Jay Leno, and I probably watched my first full episode of fucking Letterman when I was 10 or 11, and was just this is kind of fucking entertaining.
And the difference is Letterman, he was kind of I don't know if he was ever a comedian or anything, but he's definitely an interviewer. Mm-hmm. Oh, he was?
Yep.
And he obviously I'm not very funny. But Leno, he's kind of funny, but he tries to be funny all the time.
He over-tries, and he's annoying. So that's how I.
Plus, he's got
You
that
only
damn
really-
big ass chin.
Yeah, you
You-
can't
you
get
only
past
really
that chin,
caught-
man. God,
Yeah. You
Can't
really
get-
only caught his
I'm sorry,
episodes at
Jay.
Grams.
you got that tip.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm playing with you, dog. I'm totally playing with you right now, dog. I'm gonna give it cream.
Oh, it's Junior.
Yeah, got that chin though. Yeah,
I have no idea what just happened, but
yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't. I don't. Shit. But yeah, no. You know, just hanging out here.
I don't need to know because I've only got so much hard drive space left.
I just want to see. I want to see some.
give me all
I
your
wanna,
cash.
I want to
Give
see
me all
some.
your cash, and
I want
you'll
to see
be
some
fine.
primetime interviews with the astronauts. I want them telling me everything that happened. I need some confirmation. I don't want a video of them floating out in the middle of the ocean with
Well, you
damn
saw
dolphins.
them get out of the capsule on the ship, I'm
yeah,
sure.
and they look
Was
like
that AI though? They can do crazy things these days.
Hey, that's
This
what
show
they
might
said.
be AI.
Hey, that's just the same bullshit that they said about when they planted that flag up there on the moon.
It is. It's not
And
unrelated.
I don't know
it's,
why
it's
I talk
called.
like a hillbilly.
It's called
right
a conspiracy theory. But I'm just saying, you know.
And then after all these years of releasing the
Until
things
one
on
of those
JFK,
astronauts
nothing.
walks into this room.
An alien?
One of those astronauts.
Astronauts.
Oh,
And they shake our hand.
So I heard that they were.
I'm gonna believe
they were
whatever I want.
actually.
That's better than what I did.
I heard they were dead, and either A, the government found lookalikes to bring home, or B, they're dead and alien life forms took on their shapes, but just didn't get the ages right.
And when they were in outer space, you say?
And I hear like when they if they are real and they're home, I hear like it's even like their hearts are weaker. Like they because gravity affects like
if they're
you know,
an alien, I'm sure
gravity
they are.
affects like your blood flow and like the way your heart pumps blood and everything like that. And if you're only supposed to be up for so long and then you come down way later, like you're physically like their hearts are weak.
Your
right
body
now.
changes for sure. Your
And
arteries get smaller.
I heard it's going to take like a month or two for them to even
I
be able
think
to like
longer
go
than
for a
that.
healthy walk and
they-
like whatever.
And I never did hear the final explanation, but I heard it brought up
Final
2 or 3
explanation.
Well, that could be them
baby
just like,
feet.
Yeah.
They were talking about baby feet, but I never did hear anybody explain it on the news because either I had to turn the TV off and leave or whatever. I'm assuming you mean you just gotta like.
But listen to this.
You
I'm
feel like
kinda
your
back-
feet are so tiny or whatever.
This
I
is
mean,
always
you know what I
sunny
mean?
in
Do you
Philadelphia.
know what I mean?
episode.
Well, baby feet, I think, is an expression to mean like baby steps.
No,
Like-
no. They were.
Their
No,
feet
it wasn't
aren't
like.
compressing.
Well,
You tell me these
like a
grown ass
baby-
people in their shoes, they got little fucking tiny little baby feet, right?
No,
now.
not baby feet. Not that small, I'm sure, but they said there's a syndrome called baby feet when you come out of space after.
So you're just like
14
jelly and you can't fucking figure it out.
I kind of in that way in a little bit. I think they got to kind of learn how to walk a little bit.
So it's
because-
so like riding a bike for the first time. It's
Directly
like
to that point,
Well,
I'm
I
back
mean-
on Remy's side of the fence, and this is I'm going to tell you why. Okay, those
It ain't
3
like
months.
Gilligan's Island when you're on a 2 mile tour.
I want
and
Ryan's
you just-
take. I
Those-
want Ryan's
those
take.
3
They spent 7
months.
years on that island.
that
Yeah, but
you're
they're
not
They
supposed
got gravity.
that you're not supposed to see anybody for those 3 months once you get back. That's just basically other life form checking in back home and how's it going. You have a 3-month class, right? Learn everything that you can, and then they're like, okay, how
Well,
do you test out? And
Do you
it's
remember
like,
in Third Rock from the Sun when they would all go out and stare up into the sky like unanimously at the same time because
Oh,
they
'cause
were
they
getting
are.
a message from the overlords or whatever? So like I'm just saying, if you're the husband of that woman out there or you're the wife of that guy out there, I would just like, keep a diligent watch on what's going on. Maybe put the kids in on it, get everybody in shifts. Nobody sleeps, until he sleeps.
Yeah, it's kind of like Close Encounters
Until
of the
he
Third-
quote sleeps.
Or
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like E.T. when what was that kid's
Elliot.
name? Elliot drove out into the woods and they got that record player and they got then the wire on there and they're trying to connect phone home and then fucking Alf shows up and goes, "Hey, E.T., what's going on?"
Dad's
Willie.
come hit this joint. I rolled it 5 minutes
Hey,
ago.
can you?
I just got back from Cumberland Lake. Boy, I had a fucking time.
Yeah,
Oh, God, don't get him started. Don't get him
Hey,
started.
can you dial in Milmac just as soon as you get done
Do you
with your
think,
location?
the last question, do you think those astronauts, their spouses are getting tired of hearing Gravity by John Mayer being played all the time in the house now? When they get back, it's
Stay the
working.
hell away from me.
No, but what was the
Or
girl's
it's a
name
trigger.
with the
I
hair
don't
that
know.
was all
Who
sticking
knows?
up?
Who?
Astronaut, the lady. Her hair is always sticking up when you saw
The one
her.
that just came home?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know her name. I would have said it already.
Would you stop trying out for what was Wicked or one of those? What was one of those movies? The hair.
Bride of Frankenstein. Just say that.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Boom. Done. Nailed it.
Do something with it. One
Do
color or
something.
the other.
I think he's ready for the entry.
It always surprises me, man, with you, because like you were just talking about E.T. and then you referenced the record player and then you said Phone Home, which I mean, is an obvious pull from that movie, but someone in your later years with the the malted hops in your brain, I wouldn't expect to remember that line Phone Home, and then here you are, you're talking about it's just your references, man. You're still sharp.
Very
You're still sharp.
I'm sharp as a bowling ball.
I'll tell you, you
boys.
still there. Now, when you're telling a story about something we know nothing about, and you have to piece together the nouns, the pronouns, the adjectives, the verbs, it gets a little hairy there, and you have to go, what was it? Was his name? No, I think it was, or was it a Wednesday, or was it? Yeah, and you have to. It takes you a minute,
Well, because
like it's loading,
not my
like
first
a computer.
Draft. It's a story at that time.
Like
so
a computer
it's
loading.
a movie.
Yeah,
It's a movie.
And
So-
he's like, "Shit, how did I tell this last time?" So he has to stumble through it for a minute. But when when you're on the spot, Johnny on the spot, that trivia comes right to your head.
I was going to say, so Remy and I, we have a pamphlet we want to show you.
We're going to send you
I
someplace.
think you're going to really like this place.
I
They have
have
water slides. They have
They
cornhole.
even have Elvis dress-ups.
No, they got Elvis dress-up camp where they bring out all these chests of Elvis clothing, and everybody gets to pick one Elvis outfit, and they do a musical number. They have Jello Thursdays, which I think you're going to be really interested in. And there's some crunchy bits in the Jello that make you feel really good, but don't worry about those. Just power through the Jello.
I think you're really going to like it.
I think you're going to like it. They got a couple putting greens in the back.
Yep. They have a pond that you can't get to.
Yeah.
You need to. I
There's
need
a
to back.
safety
I
fence.
need to back this conversation up a ways.
Well, we're just it's called
You're fucking making this
Tiger.
up. So
It's called Tiger Springs, and you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love the way you look.
get hit with a golf club through the windshield at the end.
There
I
are
didn't mean
some.
that,
There are
Tiger.
some around there that tend to lose the golf club.
They got bingo on Tuesdays,
but they got bingo on Tuesdays. And
They got the Jello on Thursdays.
boy, their vending machines. They have 4 of them. You're
Crunchy
gonna
Jell-O?
love it.
They have movie night every Sunday, but Earl, the projectionist, he has Alzheimer's, so he just keeps showing the Curious Case of Benjamin Button over and over and over again. And they've been watching that for about the past 7 years.
Showing again.
Christmas, Easter, you name it.
Yeah, he's like, Benjamin Button. They're like, Earl.
Halloween.
We're good.
It's
Benjamin
major
Button's
Easter
a
holiday.
time.
scary
Easter
movie.
time. We're beyond Christmas. We're beyond Halloween and
Earl just
Thanksgiving.
loves that movie. He does.
It's fucking Easter. What'd you say his name was?
He just
Earl?
keeps saying.
yeah.
He just keeps saying. Sign up at the list. There's 45 people on that list. So I mean,
Tell us what movie you want to watch next week, and they all write
I
down
wonder
like,
if it's my pick, but they keep going. Oh, I wonder if it's my pick this time. God.
oh, damn it. God damn it. It's
God.
Benjamin Button again. They buttoned us. They fucking buttoned us. I didn't think they were going to button us.
They said the Elvis documentary with the new one with the kid with the God
Timothy
damn it.
Chalamet.
Why
Right?
is it? Yeah.
Or that's
They
Bob
sold
Dylan.
us
Austin
that-
Butler.
They
Yeah.
sold
Butler.
us the contract for one movie a week for all year, and they keep signing the same goddamn movie every weekend. It's just like signing into a goddamn timeshare.
And listen, I
agreement.
used to be the manager at one of these types of places, and I'm just telling you right now, like, to get the rights to screen that movie probably cost them about $50-$60, and they just can't really afford to just be
Well, how much do you think it would
throwing
cost
that around on a dozen movies, you know?
for the Elvis music hall thing? You know, how much do those rights cost?
Well,
them?
they found that most of the women made those
Okay, yeah.
costumes by hand, and
Then they just had Dad do covers of them,
and
it
one
just,
of the ladies was like,
it
"My
wasn't
fingers."
so off, but it wasn't so on that
My
big.
fingers hurt so bad.
One of the ladies was like, "My fingers hurt," and I was just like, "You know what? Your back's gonna hurt
Your back's gonna hurt, baby.
because you just pulled landscaping duty." Yeah, mama.
What'd you need to do with those?
Oh boy, yeah. Let's take a break. Let's go smoke a cigarette, guys.
Where'd
they
that
call us a
fucking
break.
train wreck in Memphis?
We're gonna go pick up some pieces and pop one of these wheels back on, and
You're
we'll
gonna
see
have to
you
wait
guys
for the
in,
Memphis
in
Bureau
segment
of
4.
Investigation and the city.
Beer
Metro
beer stations
I
are
should
closing.
just start letting him do the outros because there's no point in me doing them. guys. We'll see you in a minute. Bye bye.
That's funny.
Guys, welcome back in. Final segment of They Call Us the Breeze, episode 192. Out here chilling in the Tiger Cave. Jazzy day. We're having a jazzy day, so deal with it,
Snappy,
Gina.
snappy.
And you know what? Take the A train. Don't take the Bree train.
Now that is Anita O'Day.
A-Train will get you into the end zone.
That was Anita O'Day with...
It will get you to the your destination.
Keep interrupting me.
I know.
That was Anita O'Day with Take the A Train, and if you want a real good cover of that song, actually not a real good cover, I should say real good performance, check out, go dig deep into the vinyls, into the annals of YouTube, and find Anita O'Day with Roy Eldridge on trumpet.
And who was the lady
And
that
Gene
sang that?
Krupa has played drums with the two of them for that track. So if you want to go even further, you can do that. But I definitely recommend trying to find a version of that song. I was pressed for time with Roy Eldridge on trumpet. That's very, very good. And this is NPR Music, and we will be right back.
Don't forget to donate. This is all purely a donation.
And who was the singer on that?
Listener-supported radio station. What?
Who was the singer on that?
Anita O'Day.
And what about what year do you think? Like 62, 3?
Well, that take was from 58, but they'd been doing that song since like 38, 39.
Oh, well, yeah.
Different people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just check that out. But anyway, They Call Us the Breeze. Enough of the jazz talk. Enough of the NPR style talk. Let's talk a little bit of hockey before we get out of here, boys, because we got game 72 coming up tonight, which means there's only 10 games left until the playoffs, and our Bolts are doing good. We got 6 players that are over 20 goals. We got 3 players that are over 30 goals. Nikita Kucherov has 100 points for the season. I mean, we're tearing it up. I mean, and now I know we fucking lost the last 2 games before the Pens game on Tuesday night. Penguins we fucking whipped, 6-1? So we're back, baby.
How was Hedman doing?
Hedman's doing great. He's the captain, and he's got some goals. I mean, he's on there. He's one of the 6 over 20. I don't know if he's one of the 3 over 30.
Well, that's good for a defenseman.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's our captain, captain. But I'm just I'm getting excited because yes, we're going to play tonight against the Utah Hockey Club, which we lost against about 2-3 games ago. And we're playing them in our barn tonight, so we're going to get our revenge. Because we played them at 5 p.m., and what do I always say, Ryan? Anything before 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we're going to lose the game. If we play a nooner, if we play a twoer, if we play a fiver, we're always going to lose. That's what I say. And they put in, I couldn't even tell you his name. Somebody that called up from the Syracuse Crunch, our farm team, to play in net that night. And he embarrassed himself, and we lost the game 4-1, I believe. And so we're gonna get back some. You got 10 games left, boys. You know, you need to be showing us playoff hockey now. We need to be not losing games to the goddamn Utah Hockey Club and other teams that are just not even going to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
you gotta. And
if we show up every Thursday,
I know
you
you're
should
playing,
show up every Thursday.
I know you're playing down a little bit because you feel like, all right, we're not going to put our best foot forward because we're going to make sure we don't get injured. You know, don't want to get any injuries. And to be honest, aside from Ryan McDonough 2 games ago took a fucking puck to the face and it looked bad. He scored a goal Tuesday night, so he's back. He's good. Actually, he scored 2, I believe. And so he's back. He's good. And there's just no real major injuries to speak of. And I know they hide a lot of that shit when it gets closer to the playoffs. Like, don't tell them what our weaknesses are. But I'm not hearing anything about, no contact skates or, this, that, and the other. There's just none of that shit going on right now. So I'm feeling pretty damn confident about our run here into the playoffs. And we're 71 games in until tonight. We'll be 72. And we're at about 79 points. The first wild card position in the first
little guy playing piano.
So you're turning to dad just watching shit.
I mean, it's hard not to miss the little guy playing the piano.
I know,
I'm watching the squirrel.
But anyways,
once we get sponsored, we'll be able to have a video monitor for dad to see like this little kid playing piano. But
it's
I could turn it off.
it's a
I'm gonna turn it off right now. Yep, you just ruined it for yourself. You sold yourself out.
You put yourself in detention,
But
and you deserved it.
no more passes.
10 games left. Got to do our thing. We are 71 games in with 79 points, and the first wild card slot is the Ottawa Sens, and they're at like 67 points. So we're looking pretty fucking good to stay right in third position no matter what. And we are one game. We're the same. Us, Panthers, and Leafs. Those are top three. We all have 71 games. They have 2 points ahead of us. They're 81, and we're 79. So they could both play tonight and lose, and we could win, and our goals for and goals against are way better than both of theirs. So we will probably it also depends on like overtime losses and losses. So
May I ask a question?
depending, we could be first place by tomorrow morning.
Just blurt it out. That's what I do.
No, we appreciate we appreciate that he said, "May I ask a question?" and paused until I finished and put a period on the end of my sentence. I appreciate that, Ryan.
You see how that's done?
See how that's
Loser.
done? It's pretty cool.
No.
Now he gets the little gold star on his chest for today. That's why I'm going to give him. I gave my first star to Remy. Always. I give my second
That's the first
star
time
tonight
we've ever got a star.
to
When are we
Ryan.
going to get the billionaire checks?
And the third star tonight I gave to that bottle of Coca-Cola sitting over there in the corner of the room because it was quiet the whole show. Anyway, your question.
There is life to those bottles, but I was gonna ask, like, does your double stack go away postseason?
I have not tested that.
Is that kind of in like this is a breaking news?
I have
thing
not
for you right now?
tested that, but I'm gonna test that the first game of the playoffs, because the first game of the playoffs, I don't care who we're playing, we're scoring 4 or more or forcing a shutout. So
And then
and if they score in the third, there's free curds on the third over at Culver's.
how happy do you get when they get over 4? You're like, oh, double stack. Yeah. Well, you get the hookup anyways.
I get the hookup anyways.
Homeboy's gonna be fired, but after that,
at least he's justified on those days of giving me the free double stack. Another thing you get though, Ryan knows, that Papa John's 50% off any regular menu price pizza after a Bolts W.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's just after any win. Wendy's a little more specific. They're like, all right, they got to score 4 or more or force a shutout. That's the only way we're letting go in these double stacks.
I got to fly to St. Louis for what?
And you can just drive through the drive-thru and say they scored last night.
Now, I'll tell you right now, they have another promotion with Culver's, okay? And I love Culver's burgers, man. Their burgers are fucking delicious.
best.
And their onion rings are great. Their crinkle-cut fries are I mean, it's crinkle-cut fries, so whatever. The burgers are great. They have those cheese curds. I'm just not a fan of, like, cheese. I don't really like mozzarella sticks. I get light cheese on my pizza when I order it from Domino's. Like, I'm just not a huge fan of fucking cheese.
Correct.
So I'm not like a Wisconsin guy where, like, I love squeaky cheese curds, and each cheese curd is different from what I hear. They all have a different level of squeak, and the squeakier the better, blah, 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 blah. Because when you bite into them, they literally squeak.
I don't eat
I
them.
guess.
Teresa has.
And so every once in a while, my manager at work will go to Culver's before work, and then she'll have some leftover cheese curds. And I try to give it a try again, and I try to pop one in the mouth, and I'm just like, I don't dig it. I don't
It's
understand.
like those 2 guys in the NFL
I don't get it.
sitting on the bench eating those little gummy things or whatever they are.
So
it's
if
squeezy.
if we score in the third, you get cheese curds in the third. So you go to Culver's the next day. I literally went to Culver's the next day after we scored in the third, and I was just like, didn't even mention it. I was like, nah, not even interested. I don't even care if it's free. Like, there's no reason.
Here you are through the drive-thru window.
There's no reason to even waste the product.
Nah,
on me.
you can have
I don't
these
care.
back. I only took one.
I
Give
bet
it to somebody else.
They're at Culver's headquarters, and they're like, how's the whole third for curd going? Well, it's going great, but there's this
One guy,
interesting
He
case.
keeps circling the building.
he
and bringing
wears
it back.
lightning gear all the time,
You
and he
would
comes
think.
in the day after we score in the third, and he never asks for the cheese curds. Now, if I was a little less selfish and more thinking,
You would give it to a homeless person.
No, I would buy them because
And
I'm
he'd
going.
eat one and throw it up.
No, because I'm going into work too. So I would just buy them and bring them into work and be like, anybody want cheese curds? They're
No.
free. But I just don't even think that way, I guess, sometimes. I'm not a good gift giver, I guess.
Well,
That
you
would
know,
make some people stay.
That would be nice because if you don't like
They're
them,
free anyway.
yeah, so
you might just
as
say,
well.
hey, I'll take
I mean,
the
when we went,
curds in the third. Let's go.
do you remember when we all went to
Cheese
San
curds are
Diego when
amazing.
Adam was out there? Remember that?
Huh?
Remember when we all went to San Diego when Adam was out there and we stayed in that hotel?
Si, senor.
And me
A
and Mom
lot of
went-
Mexicans in San Diego.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's plenty down in Lakeland.
I saw
and
my
Ruston.
first highway sign that said this many miles to Mexico, and I was like, "Where the fuck are we?"
Where is this outlet mall? God damn it.
And so when me and Mom would go pick up Adam in the morning, we would go through like a Burger King or something like that or whatever.
Spicy chicken sandwich
And
and Wendy's.
no, it'd be breakfast. And get
He'll
him something,
find a way
get
to
him
get
something to eat. And then if we wanted like a breakfast sandwich, we would just get one and eat it on the way back to the motel or whatever. And if you got 2 for $1 and you couldn't eat 2, there's always like these homeless people on the sidewalk. And I said, if that guy's there tomorrow, stop. We're going to give him that extra sandwich.
Yeah.
That's helpful, Randy.
And that's when Dad's like, hey,
very,
you guys.
very humanitarian of you.
Yeah. It's like feeding cattle or something.
Ryan
Here,
and
boy,
I-
here, boy. No, I'm
the
just
first
kidding, but
the first Christmas that you guys left us, and Ryan and I were like left to our own devices. We're like, Mom and Dad are going to be gone on Christmas.
What?
My family disappeared.
that's
like,
what yeah.
Remember, there was a year like the year he was dating Caroline, I think, and we all wore she wore like pajamas, and we all just went like day drinking. But the plan initially, do you remember this, Ryan? Because I remember the plan initially. I called up McDonald's to see if they were going to be open on Christmas Day, and I asked, "Are you guys going to be open on Christmas?" And they said, "Yeah, we're open, every day." Hurricane pending. And our plan was you and I were going to go to McDonald's and we're going to buy like a shit ton of Happy Meals and then just go drive around downtown.
Out here or in Shore Acres?
Must have been. Were we
We were
drunk?
probably living in Shore Acres at that point. And because I
I'm trying to
hadn't
think where
met Theron
we
yet.
would have been.
And you guys went to like Ohio, or I think you went to visit Uncle John up in Hampshire, probably.
Before he died.
And,
no, that was in March or something.
Well, I don't remember the details, but either way, you guys were not present for Christmas, and we knew that going into it. So I was like feeling super sad about it.
With Adam.
I was feeling super sad about it, and I was just like, "Fuck, man. Well, what are we gonna do?" And I was like, "You know what? Let's go to McDonald's. We'll buy a bunch of Happy Meals. We'll drive downtown. We'll hand them out to everybody on Christmas, all the homeless people, and then we'll go to the bar and get fucked up." We did 2 of those things,
So you had to been
or we
adults.
did one of the 2 of those
It
things.
had to been after we were here.
We did one of those 2 things, and I bet everybody out there in listener land can guess which one we did.
Well, I know you want
But it was a nice thought, and I
Happy
even
Meals
called.
are
I even
$10.
call-
No.
Have you ever called a McDonald's in your entire life?
No.
I literally called the McDonald's on 38th and 4th, and I was like, "Hey, are you guys going to be open tomorrow?"
They're like,
you going to be on
They're like, "You want extra onions?" And I'm like, "No onions." And they're like, and I'm like, I want a Coca-Cola. I want a large Coca-Cola, but give me half Coca-Cola, half Diet Coke, because I'm trying to watch my figure. Also, I will take a filet of fish sandwich.
Filet of fish,
I want a filet of fish sandwich
You want
because
curly fries?
no seasoned curlies. I want a filet of fish sandwich because it has less calories because it's fish. Okay, now Cherry
Wait,
Jubilee.
Because McDonald's doesn't even have curly fries, do they?
oh, dude, I was leaving the gym.
I never buy a curly fry. You know what I buy at Arby's?
I don't like them.
You know, Arby's has the curly fries still, obviously. And they're like, "You want curly fries, crinkle cut?" And I'm like, "Give me them potato pancakes," because they're back. And they're like little triangles that are just hash browns.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the fucking best. And they were gone for years and years and years. And they just came back, and it says on Facebook, I saw the ad 2 weeks ago, "We're here to stay once again. The fucking potato pancakes." And it's not a potato pancake. It's just a hash brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll take, and there's 3 of them, and they're diamond, and you just put a little horsey sauce or a little Arby's sauce as you bite, and it's just a good time.
Well, then why do you call it a potato pancake?
I'll tell you what.
Technically, it's flat and it's made from potatoes, so we can call it
We all
a
know.
potato pancake.
We all know I'm a connoisseur of.
But you got the coating and the texture on the outside of a hash brown.
It's just a hash brown. Yeah. But we
So,
all. Now I bit into
Don't
one.
make me call
Hold
Morgan
up,
and Morgan.
Hold up, because I bit into one the other day, right? And there was like a scallion in the middle of it, like in the mix, the mush mix of the potato. And I was like, okay, they're trying to do something. That's the only time I've ever seen this, but they're trying to do. I'll tell you, I'm a connoisseur of my fast foods, they got a pretty good fried chicken sandwich. Like, I have my fried chicken. I love my KFC fried chicken sandwich because they do it with the original recipe with the 19 secret ingredients, whatever. And it's that nice fat one. I love a good Wendy's chicken sandwich. Never buy a chicken sandwich from fucking McDonald's. It's the worst experience you're ever going to have in your life.
It's 11
When they first
herbs
had
and
those
spices.
Southern chicken
11.
sandwiches.
And
those were
Culver's
bad.
just came. Yeah, when they did the Southern style ones, the buttermilk ones,
Those were the
were
only
good.
ones.
Those
But at the
they were
beginning of the
always-
promotion
they
and
were
not
always
towards
so
the end.
dry that you would choke while you were swallowing.
Whose
But
sandwich?
McDonald's. But
that-
Culver's just introduced a new line of. They're like, we just upped our chicken game, and they're like doing better chicken sandwiches. They got a spicy one, a regular one, a grilled one. So I have to try that out. But before I try that out, all I can say is Arby's got a good goddamn fried chicken sandwich too. I get this one. It comes with lettuce and tomato. So I say 86 that lettuce and tomato. But it's a fried chicken with applewood smoked bacon. Got a little bit of cheddar cheese on there, and then a honey mustard sauce sort of thing on there. And every time I order it, this crackhead looking dude that works there comes running out.
Beetlejuice.
Well, so there's always like a fat So did I tell you, dude? I don't go into Arby's. Hold on. I don't go into Arby's very often. Every time I go to that Arby's on 94th and 4th, you know what I'm talking about?
See.
You go through the drive-thru. Every time they fuck with you. They start making jokes and they're just like fucking with you. 2 weeks ago, I went and I was like, I'll take a number 6, and they're like, we can't do that for you.
Make that Valenium.
No, listen. I go, take a number 6. And they're like,
I can't get past
they're like, we can't do that for you. And I was like, oh, are you sold out? And they're like, no, I just don't want to do it. And I was like, what?
There's a bunch of.
And I'm sitting at the drive-thru window and I'm losing my
don't wanna
mind
do it.
because I'm like, and they're like, nah, man, I'm just messing with you. All right, that'll be a number 6, blah, blah, blah. What else you want? And then I'm like, I'll take a blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that for you, though, you know? And I'm like, really? And they're like, nah, man, I'm just
do you
messing
even
with you.
get comedy? They're like back at you.
They're
You're
trying
like,
to
oh,
throw their
damn.
best 5-minute stand-ups at me through a fucking drive-through microphone. So I went in this week and I go, yeah, I'll take number 9, which is the chicken sandwich with the bacon. I shit you not. I go,
Why did they hire Michael Keaton in the first place?
I'll take a number 9 with no lettuce, no tomato, please. She goes, that sounds good. You want to buy one for me? I'm not lying. And I'm just like, yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
And she's like, you want crinkle cut fries or you want curly fries?
You're like, whatever you want, baby.
I go, I want potato pancakes. She goes, ooh, that sounds good too.
And you're like, wait a minute.
You're like-
I'm like, what is going on right now at this
Man,
Arby's,
it
dude?
took me less time at the DMV.
So hold on.
It took me less time at the DMV 2 weeks ago.
You pull up to the window, you're like, and I would
Drop
like for
blood,
you to
thumb
get
it.
into my car because I just bought you.
So
I bought you a sandwich.
I was kind of curious because she
I
sounded
can
cute.
take my blood pressure
She
too.
sounded cute. So I'm like, if she's trying to holler at the Arby's drive-thru, you know, I'm desperate these
Oh,
days.
my God.
I pull up to the Arby's. She's like 600 pounds. I'm like, all right, cool, tight. And then this little crackhead dude that I keep seeing, he wears the visor with pride, and he's like cracked out. And he comes out, he goes, hey man, listen, we're gonna drop a fresh chicken sandwich for it. Like, he's so proud of it. Like, he's like super proud of it. Hey man, we're gonna drop a fresh chicken breast for you. So that's gonna be about 6 minutes if you don't mind. And I'm like, things that could be said to me earlier when I'm ordering fast fucking food.
when
but-
you were trying all your material on me, you could have.
well, you guys were fucking around doing live from New York. I
It's
could have
always sunny in St. Pete, ain't it?
fucking. So I'm like, all right.
Charlie!
He's like, hey, just pull up to the edge of that curb right there.
Yeah.
I'll bring it out to you. And
Don't go over it.
Hold on. He
Stop.
comes out. And he's all cracked out. He comes out and he like puts the sandwich like bag in my lap through the. I'm like, hey, bro, don't stick your hand through my fucking window. And he's like, and I got my place of employment shirt on. And he goes, hey man, I gotta come in and check you guys out. And I'm like, cool.
Bring
awesome.
some Arby's.
Don't fucking don't. He's like, I gotta come see you, man.
Oh, you gotta get a job in the back.
I love pizza.
back
I heard
office
good things
or
about your
back
pizza.
room?
I'm like, yeah, let's just not.
Back of the.
And he looks me dead ass in the eyes, Dad. He looks at me dead ass. He goes, that sandwich just came out of the fryer. It will burn you. Do not eat it yet. And I'm like, so am I gonna do? Go fucking like Steven Glansberg, just hang out in the parking lot? for
Go
fucking-
hang over at Kmart.
That's funny, man.
Holy fuck. Holy.
Boy, that
Hey, here's your-
that show.
Shout out to Arby's.
that show.
Shout out to Arby's.
Here's your
Arby's
chicken
put that
sandwich.
show
I
on
pulled
We
the
have the
rail.
meats And we have the freaks, dude. They are fucking freaky.
There you
over
go.
dude.
There's a new slogan.
Well, it's just nobody ever goes to
Trademark it.
Arby's, so these guys are
Register it.
so bored. And when they get any human interaction, like they're like, "Oh my god, the drive-through."
There's
and
a real person in a car.
someone's like, "Someone ran through the drive-through," and everybody else on the staff is like, "No, they didn't."
But what if the lady really was cute, and you guys got married?
She was like 400 pounds, dude.
And then you're like,
I was like, I like your personality. I like your personality, Arby's lady. I think her name was Wendy,
That's
maybe.
less-
Weirdly enough, her name was Wendy.
That's less beef
And I felt like I was cheating at that point.
Wendy.
Less
Oh yeah,
beef per
yeah,
pound.
yeah.
I'm sure she's got some roast
You're
beef.
like,
guys,
do
it's
you-
like
I didn't say roast beef. I said beef.
we
Halloween's
have,
coming up.
we
got-
have.
She has the meats. Whatever
got
cut, whatever cut you
That's
want.
it. We go. Yeah.
Bacon. You want a pork butt? We got 2 of them.
We got crackhead Jerry over here, fucking running people's food out to their cars for fun.
Jerry, you
He's
said you're
just-
going to drop that chicken sandwich for 6 minutes. You
We-
ran it out in 4.
There's nobody
Yeah,
behind
I
him,
pulled
Jerry.
it out
He
early.
can just hang out in the drive-thru. No, I want to run it out. All right, guys, they cost the breeze. I gotta get the Arby's, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Episode 192. We will see you next week. We love you guys so much. See you guys. Good night, everybody. Bye.